Hi y'all, welcome back to Krista's Kitchen. Today we're showing y'all several more dinner slow cooker recipes that we've tried out, all brand new to us, and we're going to tell you what we thought about it and what we changed or what we would change. The first dinner crock pot recipe that we have for y'all is a creamy Italian chicken. I have two very large chicken breasts down in the bottom of my slow cooker. To that, I'm going to add just 1 pack of Italian salad dressing seasoning mix and then a can of cream of mushroom. The original recipe called for cream of chicken. I really prefer the cream of mushroom flavor. And that's it. No water, no extra anything. We're just going to let this chicken cook on high for about 3 hours. You could also cook it on low, probably say 4 to 5, depending on the thickness of your chicken breast, because chicken can get very overcooked. So we're going to put the lid on and let this cook. Okay y'all, so our chicken is all done. I did open up my ready-made pasta noodles and they were ruined, like had gone bad. I don't know why that happened, but nonetheless tossed them out. Made a package of just regular noodles. This is probably about 6 ounces. I did about half the 12-ounce box. So we're just going to toss these all in. As you can see, I obviously already shredded the chicken as well. I'm just going to mix this all around. That is delicious. 3-ingredient chicken was perfection. I will definitely be doing this again. Probably double the sauce and the seasoning next time if we put it over potatoes or rice, but golden. 5 out of 5. I've got 2 pounds of semi-frozen chicken. To our 2 pounds of chicken, we're going to add a package of ranch dry mix right on top. Then we're going to add 2 bottles of this Thai style sweet chili sauce. I don't know that it has to be the Thai style. About 21 ounces of sweet chili sauce. And our last ingredient is a block of cream cheese. So we're going to cover this and cook it on high for about 3.5 hours. But we're going to keep an eye on that chicken so it doesn't dry out. Alright y'all, so this has been cooking for 4 hours. We're going to take it and just shred up our chicken. I want to mix in this cream cheese. I'm reheating some rice, and we've got some egg rolls and some roasted asparagus in the oven that we're going to have with this. So I want to get it all shredded up, and then we're going to come back and do a taste test. Alright y'all, so we've got it all shredded up. It's not shredded the best because I used my tongs and a fork. So you probably pull it out and shred it on a plate and it would do much better. But we're going to taste test and see if we need to add anything or if this is any good. It's actually really yummy. So we're going to pour this over some rice, and all of this sauce will soak into that white rice. And I think this is going to go perfectly with our egg rolls and everything too. But I'm going to get it all plated up and I'll let y'all see what it looks like. But this is a win for sure. Alright y'all, so this next recipe is one that is so different than anything that I make or that is my typical style, but I'm really trying to embrace new. So we're going to make a honey apple pork loin. Down in our slow cooker we have a 3.5 pound pork loin. I'm going to add in 1 medium onion that's sliced up. This is just some I have in the freezer, so using what I've got. Next we're going to add in 2 Granny Smith apples that we've sliced up. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, about 1/4 cup of honey, and a few sprigs of fresh thyme, or you can use about a teaspoon of dried thyme. And that's it. We're going to cover this up and let it cook on low for 6 hours. We'll come back in a little bit and flip it, and that way the onions and apples and everything can get on the bottom as well and get those flavors mixed around. So we'll see y'all back for dinner time. Okay, so the final verdict on our pork loin is the meat is super tender and juicy. I found that it didn't absorb much of the flavor that we put in everything. It's got a little bit in the crust up here, but really the pork loin itself didn't get much of the flavor absorbed into it. It's kind of bland. However, this juice that it made from the onions, the apples, the pork fat, it is delicious. Poured some of this over some white rice, and it worked out really well. So I've got to find a way to get the seasoning into the pork loin a little bit more. So whether I cut some slits down in it next time or what, not sure. But it was very tender, very juicy, and this broth that it made is wonderful. A little bit onion heavy, but the flavors are really, really good over some white rice. So this is definitely something we would do again. So the recipe we're doing today is honey garlic chicken. First thing we're going to dump in is a 1 pound bag of baby carrots. These are the kind that are already washed and peeled and ready to go. Scooch those over to the side. This is going to be super full. 1 pound of washed and trimmed green beans. 1 pound of potatoes. So the recipe calls for red potatoes, and I don't have red potatoes, so I just took 4 small russets and washed and sliced those up. So we've got 3 pounds of veggies. Now we're going to add in 3 pounds of meat. I've got 3 pounds of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. Now I'm sure you could do this recipe with chicken breast. It won't take as long to cook those chicken breasts as it will these thighs, so just watch your temperature and your time. And now we're going to add in all of our seasonings. So we're going to start with 1/2 cup of soy sauce. I prefer the low sodium. And we need 1/2 cup of honey. Next up, we've got 1/4 cup of ketchup. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of dried basil, 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of parsley, and 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. And that's it. We're going to turn this to low and let it cook for about 7 to 8 hours. I'm going to give it about an hour or 2, and then I'm going to come in and stir it and really make sure that those seasonings and sauces and everything are getting mixed in there together so they get absorbed evenly. But we're going to cover this up, and we will see y'all back when it's time to eat dinner. Alright y'all, so our honey garlic chicken has been cooking all day. I did pull some out and set it to the side just so it can cool for just a minute. And now we're going to taste test. We definitely get the honey flavor. Everything is very sweet. So the chicken is amazingly tender. The veggies are not so bad. The green beans I like pretty good. I think it could use more soy sauce. I definitely don't get the garlic flavor. If you like sweet, this is a really good dish for you. But it's not bad. It's definitely still edible. Probably a 3.5 out of 5 because the chicken is delicious, but the veggies, which are usually one of my favorite things, are just okay.